Hello colleagues, welcome to lesson 3. We are looking at business arithmetic. Please, I request you to invite your friends for such lessons. Today we are going to look at household budgeting. What is a budget? A budget refers to a statement of expenditure and estimated income. Then what is budgeting? Budgeting refers to allocating resources. For example, you say, I have this amount of money, I'm going to put such and such an amount of money here, maybe in the land, such and such an amount of money, I'm going to put it in the rent, such an amount of money, I'm going to save such an amount of money, I'm going to pay for electricity, and etc. What is the importance of household budgeting? Household budgeting helps you to identify the areas in which you spend and take necessary steps to curtail expenditure on those items that are non-essential and unnecessary. It helps you look at what is important and then you put money there. What's not important, you can maybe forego it or postpone it. A simple household budget consists of item, quantity, unit cost, and then cost. We shall also talk about what we call income, expenditure, and balance. But let us first of all define an item. An item is an individual article or a unit in a list, for example, shoes, books, pens, bread, etc. That is an item. Then you have what we call quantity. Quantity is the amount of something or the number of an item. E.g., 2 pairs, 2 books, maybe a loaf of bread, 3 kilograms of something, etc. Let us also define cost. Cost is the amount that has to be paid or spent to buy or obtain something. For example, it can be 5,000 shillings, 20,000 shillings, 30,000 shillings, etc. Let us also define unit cost. Unit cost is the amount that has to be paid for 1 unit of a particular item. And then let us also look at income. Income is the net total of the flow of payments received in a given time period. For example, it can be salary, whereby you get maybe 1 million shillings. That is your income. And then the expenditure is the process of spending the income. What has been spent in buying goods and services is called expenditure. Let's talk about balance. Balance is the amount of money that remains out of the income after expenditure has been made. That's what we call balance. Balance can be got from income minus expenditure. If you look at what you have earned, for example, 1 million shillings, and what you have expended, for example, maybe 800,000 shillings, then when you subtract 1 million minus 800,000 shillings, you get 200,000 shillings. So that is the balance. Let's look at an example. Here we have a man earned 200,000 shillings. He paid for 10 units of electricity at shillings 600 per unit. He then went to the nearby groceries shop and bought the following: 2 kilograms of sugar at shillings 3,500 per kilogram, a half a bar of soap at 3,600 per kilo, 3 kilograms of rice at 3,000 shillings per kilo, a liter of cooking oil at 5,500 per liter, 2 kilograms of beans at 2,500 per kilo. The question here is calculate his total expenditure, and then they're also asking you for what is his balance. Let us look at the solution to this, and we see how you can budget for this man well, or how you can help him to come up with a good budget. Now, first of all, you shall need a table with 4 columns. In this table, we shall have one of the columns will be for item, the next is for quantity, the next will be for unit cost. We shall also have a column for cost. Now we are going to look at the item. In the item, here we are going to look at the items. When you look at the question, we have electricity, sugar, soap, rice, cooking oil, and beans. So every item that this man is going to spend in, we are going to include here. So we shall have electricity, sugar, soap, rice, and then cooking oil, and then we shall also have beans. Now let us look at the quantities. Let's look at the quantities. So for the quantities here, for electricity, we have 10 units. And then sugar, 2 kilograms, is buying 2 kilograms. And then the soap is half bar. Then for rice is 3 kilograms. Cooking oil is 1 liter. Then the beans, 2 kilograms. Then let us look at the cost. For electricity, unit cost is 600 shillings. And then sugar is 3,500 shillings. And then the soap is 3,600 shillings. Rice is 3,000. Cooking oil is 5,500 per liter. And then the beans is 2,500 per kilogram. Now, so we have the unit cost and then the quantity. So we are going to get the cost. So for us to get the cost of electricity, we shall multiply the quantity times the unit cost. So that means that we shall have 10 times 600, which will give us 6,000. And then here we shall have 2 times 3,500, which will give us 7,000. Then for the soap, we shall have the half bar times unit cost, which is 3,600. That gives us 1,800. Then we shall have the rice is 3,000. 3,000, that is the unit cost. So times the 3 gives us 9,000 shillings. And then a liter of cooking oil is 5,500. So times 1, that will give us 5,500. And then the beans is 2,500 per kilo. So times 2, it means that we shall be, the cost of beans there will be 5,000. Now, after that, we shall get the total. So the total here, we are going to be adding. So you shall get our calculators. And then we add 6,000 plus 7,000 plus 1,800 plus 9,000 plus 5,500 plus 5,000, and that will give you 34,300. Yeah, so that is the total cost of all the items that he has purchased. So that means that his total expenditure is going to be 34,300 shillings. Then let us also look at the balance that he will remain with from his total income. So the balance is got from income minus expenditure. So we are going to get 200,000 shillings minus the 165,300 shillings, and that will give us, when you use our calculators, that will give us 165,700 shillings. Yeah, so that's how you can calculate the expenditure and then the balance. Yeah, thank you so much for attending to this lesson. See you in the next lesson. Yeah, may God bless you.